1. Savory. I prefer savory snacks like meat pies over sweet ones when I have a break at the office. My mom often makes savory dishes for our dinner, and they are very delicious. 2. Juicy. During the summer, I love eating juicy watermelon to stay hydrated while coding. I like to have a juicy orange after my PE class at Unwind school. 3. Sweet. I usually avoid sweet drinks because I want to maintain a healthy lifestyle at my age. Lollipops are very sweet, so I only eat them once in a while to protect my teeth. 4. Peppery. I like adding a peppery taste to my steak to make the flavor more intense. This soup is a bit too peppery for me, so I need to drink some water. 5. Salty. French fries are often too salty, so I usually ask for less salt when ordering. I like eating salty popcorn while watching movies with my dad on weekends. 6. Sour. A bit of sour lime juice can perfect the taste of traditional Vietnamese pho. I don't really like sour fruits. I prefer sweet ones like mangoes or grapes. 7. Spicy. As a programmer who stays up late, I sometimes enjoy spicy noodles to stay awake. I'm not really interested in spicy food because it makes my tongue feel hot. 8. Pungent. Hang/gnome. Garlic has a very pungent smell, but it is an essential ingredient for many healthy recipes. I find the pungent aroma of onions quite strong when my mom is cooking in the kitchen.
Question: which is your favorite food? Which is not? Why? Answer: my favorite food is the lollipop because of its sweet taste. I don't like garlic because I hate its pungent smell.
My favorite food. My favorite food is savory steak because it provides high energy for a long day of coding at the office. My least favorite food. On the other hand, I am not interested in sweet lollipops because they contain too much sugar, which is not good for my health.
My favorite food, I love juicy fruits like oranges or watermelons because they are very refreshing after my physical education classes at school. My least favorite food, however, I dislike garlic because its pungent aroma is too strong for me, and it makes my breath smell bad.
1. Mouth-watering. The smell of freshly baked bread is truly mouth-watering. 2. Nutritious. It is important to have a nutritious breakfast to stay energetic all day. 3. Adore. Many people adore traditional Vietnamese street food. 4. Sweet tooth. If you have a sweet tooth, you will definitely love this chocolate cake. 5. Texture. I really like the crunchy texture of these fried snacks.
6. Melt in one's mouth feeling. This premium steak gives a wonderful melt in one's mouth feeling. 7. Ready meal. Busy workers often choose a ready meal when they don't have time to cook. 8. Junk food. Eating too much junk food can lead to various health problems. 9. Beverage. Coffee is a very popular beverage among office employees. 10. Appetite. A long walk in the fresh air always gives me a good appetite.
11. Picky eater. My little brother is a picky eater. He only eats a few types of vegetables. 12. Traditional cuisine. I enjoy exploring the traditional cuisine of different countries. 13. Diet. Maintaining a healthy diet is the key to living longer. 14. Recipe. My mother shared her secret recipe for this delicious soup with me. 15. Ingredient. Fresh herbs are an essential ingredient in many Asian dishes. 16. In a walking distance. There are many great restaurants located in a walking distance from our house.
17. Have a sweet tooth. I have a sweet tooth, so I always keep some candies in my bag. 18. Get the munchies. I often get the munchies late at night while watching a movie. 19. Follow a recipe. Even if you are not a good cook, you can succeed if you follow a recipe carefully. 20. Eat a balanced diet. To stay fit, you should eat a balanced diet rich in fruits and vegetables. 21. Spoil one's appetite. Don't eat too many sweets before dinner, or you will spoil your appetite. 22. Lead a healthy lifestyle. We should exercise daily and eat well to lead a healthy lifestyle.
1. I usually eat at a restaurant that's in a walking distance of my home. 2. If you are thirsty, there is a wide selection of beverages available. 3. Economic and cultural changes have introduced many new dishes, enriching the traditional cuisine. 4. Linda still remembers the mouth-watering of her grandmother's apple pie. 5. Charlotte and Mark absolutely adore their newborn grandchild. 6. Don't have any more cookies before dinner. It'll spoil your appetite. 7. You shouldn't eat too much junk food. It's bad for you and you will gain weight. 8. These are healthy and nutritious food that will boost your daily dose of vitamins. 9. I always get the munchies when I'm watching TV, so I prepare some snacks beforehand. 10. You might like the texture of a soft banana, while I prefer a crunchy apple.
1. Have a soothing bath. After a stressful day of coding, I love to have a soothing bath to relax my muscles. 2. Hang out with friends. I often hangs out with her friends at Unwind school during the weekends. 3. Go for a walk. My family and I usually go for a walk in the park to enjoy the fresh air on Sunday mornings. 4. Surf the internet. I often surf the internet to stay updated with the latest technologies in the programming world. 5. Have breakfast. It is essential to have a healthy breakfast before starting a long day of work or study. 6. Have a meeting. I have to have an important meeting with my team to discuss the new project at 10 a.m. 7. Put on makeup. She usually takes 15 minutes to put on her makeup before going to work. 8. Brush teeth. You should always brush your teeth twice a day to maintain good oral health. 9. Make dinner. My father sometimes helps my mom make dinner when he comes home early from the office.
1. Every morning I start my day by brushing my teeth to ensure a fresh start. 2. After that, I never skip having a wholesome breakfast as it gives me the energy needed for the day. 3. As part of my morning routine, I occasionally put on some makeup to feel confident and ready for the day ahead. 4. During the day, I like to hang out with friends, whether it's for a quick chat or a lunch break to unwind. 5. In the evening, I make it a point to go for a walk, enjoying some fresh air and taking a moment to relax after a busy day.
1. Productive. I always try to stay productive at the office by focusing on my most important tasks first. 2. Spontaneous. Sometimes, being spontaneous and going on a surprise trip can be very exciting. 3. Energetic. A healthy breakfast helps me feel energetic and ready for a long day of coding. 4. Unwind. After a stressful day, I like to unwind by listening to some soft music. 5. Rush. I usually wake up early so that I don't have to rush to get ready for work. 6. Carry out. Our team needs to carry out a detailed plan to finish the project on time. 7. Devote. I try to devote at least 1 hour every evening to studying English with Min Nok. 8. Binge watch. On rainy weekends, I sometimes binge watch my favorite sci-fi series on Netflix. 9. Accomplish. It feels great to accomplish all my daily goals before going to bed. 10. Concentrate. It is hard to concentrate on work when there is too much noise in the environment.
11. Kickstart. I like to kickstart my morning with a cup of hot coffee to stay awake. 12. Quality time. Spending quality time with family is the best way to strengthen our bond. 13. Daily chores. We share the daily chores at home, such as washing dishes and cleaning the floor. 14. Hectic life. Many people in big cities lead a hectic life and rarely have time to relax. 15. Bad habit. Biting your nails is a bad habit that you should try to break. 16. An early bird. As an early bird, I enjoy the peaceful atmosphere of the morning before everyone else wakes up. 17. A night owl. My friend is a night owl. He often stays up late to finish his programming tasks. 18. Let off steam. Playing sports is a great way to let off steam after a busy week of study. 19. Lead a hectic life. I don't want to lead a hectic life, so I always try to balance work and rest. 20. Meet one's deadline. I am working very hard right now to meet my deadline for the new software release. 21. In a good mood. I am always in a good mood when I spend time teaching English to my daughter. 22. Rush to work. I saw many people rushing to work in the heavy rain this morning.
1. His jokes seem spontaneous, but in fact were carefully prepared beforehand. 2. We binge-watched an entire season of Brooklyn 99 on Sunday. 3. You need a nutritious breakfast to kickstart a new day. 4. He's in a good mood today because he's got good grades on his exams. 5. Mindy decided to devote the rest of her weekend to study for the final exam. 6. The students failed to meet the deadlines, so their teacher made them do extra homework. 7. I woke up a bit late this morning, so I had to rush to work. 8. My roommate is a night owl and usually stays up until 3 a.m. to surf TikTok. 9. It usually takes us a whole day to finish our daily chores. 10. Lily often goes out for a walk after work to let off steam.
Do you like chocolate? Yes, I absolutely adore dark chocolate. I like it because dark chocolate is nutritious and helps improve my concentration during long hours of coding. I usually have a small piece in the afternoon when I need to kickstart my brain for the remaining tasks. It makes me feel more energetic and helps me unwind after a stressful meeting.
Do you like chocolate? Yes, I do. I definitely have a sweet tooth, so I love all kinds of chocolate. I like it because of its mouth-watering and sweet taste. It's much better than sour fruits. I often eat chocolate on the weekends when I hang out with my friends from school. Eating chocolate always puts me in a good mood and makes me feel very happy after a busy school week.
Do you have a healthy diet? To be honest, I always try my best to eat a balanced diet every day. I usually focus on nutritious food, such as fresh vegetables, juicy fruits, and healthy proteins. I eat healthily because it helps me stay productive at the office and avoid feeling tired during long hours of coding. It makes me feel energetic and ready to accomplish all my daily tasks with a clear mind.
Do you have a healthy diet? Yes, to be honest. My parents always encourage me to lead a healthy lifestyle. I often eat meals with many fresh ingredients, and I try to avoid junk food like French fries or lollipops. I eat healthily because I want to grow tall and have enough energy to study at Unwind school. I feel very strong and in a good mood when I eat healthy meals made by my mom.
Did you do anything special last weekend? Yes, I had quite a productive and relaxing weekend. I played tennis and had a few cups of coffee while chatting with my colleagues. I did those activities to let off steam and unwind after a hectic week of coding. I spent my time with my close friends and some partners from work. We gathered at a local sports club and a quiet cafe in a walking distance of my office.
Did you do anything special last weekend? Yes, absolutely. I did some interesting things last weekend. I went to the library to read books and then went swimming. I went to the library to find some nutritious information for my project and went swimming to stay energetic. I hung out with my friends from Unwind school. We met at the city library and the local swimming pool near my house.
What do other people in your hometown usually do on weekends? In my hometown, most people enjoy visiting the local rural market on weekends. They go there to unwind and enjoy the traditional cuisine, which offers a mouth-watering variety of folk dishes. The market is located in a spacious common area, which is very popular and stays in a walking distance for many residents. Usually, they gather with their families or colleagues to let off steam after a long working week.
What do other people in your hometown usually do on weekends? Most people in my area love going to the country market every Saturday or Sunday, because it is like a street food festival where they can adore many sweet and savory folk cakes. They meet at the big market near our school, where it's always crowded and energetic. Teenagers often hang out with their friends, while children go there with their parents to enjoy quality time.
Do you like ice cream? Yes, I absolutely adore eating ice cream, especially on hot summer days. I like it because it is a perfect beverage, or rather a dessert, to help me unwind after a long day of coding. I love the creamy texture and the melt in one's mouth feeling. It always puts me in a good mood and helps me let off steam.
Do you like ice cream? Yes, definitely. I have a sweet tooth, so ice cream is my favorite treat. I like it because there are so many mouth-watering flavors to choose from, like strawberry or chocolate. It tastes very sweet and refreshing. Eating ice cream with my friends is how I enjoy quality time and feel very energetic.
Question 1. What snacks did you eat when you were young? When I was a child, I often ate dried fruit snacks like dried jackfruit or banana chips. They were very crunchy and had a mouth-watering aroma. I adored them because they provided a quick energy boost during my study sessions. I usually bought them at the rural market near my house every weekend. Question 2. When do you usually eat snacks now? I usually eat snacks late at night when I get the munchies while working on a complex project. I prefer savory nuts or a cup of bitter coffee to stay productive. Eating these snacks helps me concentrate better and kickstart my brain for difficult tasks.
Question 1. What snacks did you eat when you were young? I used to eat fresh fruit snacks like sliced mango with a bit of chili salt. It was very juicy and had a perfect sour and spicy taste. I liked it because it was nutritious and much better than junk food. I often got it from a small street food stall located in a walking distance from my school. Question 2. When do you usually eat snacks now? I typically have some snacks in the afternoon when I get the munchies after school. I love having sweet biscuits or sometimes a small cup of ice cream. I eat them to let off steam after school hours and it always puts me in a good mood.
Question 1. Did you like chocolate when you were a child? Yes, I was a big fan of chocolate when I was a kid. I liked it because of its mouth-watering and rich taste, which always made me feel energetic. I usually got it from a small grocery store that was in a walking distance of my primary school. Question 2. Did you give chocolate as a present to someone? Yes, I have given chocolate as a gift on several occasions. I last gave a box of premium dark chocolate during the Lunar New Year holiday to my project manager at the office. I chose it because chocolate is a sophisticated gift that helps show my appreciation and build a good professional relationship.
Yes, I definitely had a sweet tooth when I was younger. I loved it because chocolate is very sweet and it always put me in a good mood. My parents often bought it for me at the rural market near our house on weekends. Question 2. Did you give chocolate as a present to someone? Yes, I gave chocolate to someone special recently. I gave it last month during my best friend's birthday party to a classmate at Unwind school. I gave it because she adores sweets, and I wanted to spend quality time celebrating with her.
Question 1. Do you go to sleep early or stay up late? To be honest, I am definitely a night owl. I usually stay up late because the nighttime environment is very quiet, which allows me to concentrate deeply on writing complex code or solving technical bugs. Although it is a bad habit, I feel most productive and creative during these late hours. Question 2. How do you feel in the morning after you stay up late? Usually, I feel quite exhausted and drained of energy the next morning. This is because my sleep cycle is disrupted, making it difficult to kickstart my brain for early meetings. To cope with this, I often have a strong cup of coffee to improve my appetite for work and stay awake.
Question 1. Do you go to sleep early or stay up late? I used to stay up late, so I guess I was a night owl for a while. I often stayed up to finish my homework or surf the internet to talk with my friends from Gwen school. At that time, I felt like I had more quality time for myself, but I realized it wasn't good for my health. Question 2. How do you feel in the morning after you stay up late? I feel extremely exhausted and sleepy when I have to wake up for school. Because I don't get enough sleep, it's hard for me to stay energetic in class. Now, I try to lead a healthy lifestyle by going to bed earlier so I can be more active during the day.
Question 1. What's your favorite day of the week? My favorite day of the week is definitely Friday. This is because it is the end of the working week, and I usually finish all my coding tasks and meet my deadlines. In the evening, I often celebrate by having a savory dinner with my family, which makes me feel extremely relaxed and in a good mood. Question 2. Do you like weekends? Yes, I absolutely adore weekends. They provide me with the perfect opportunity to unwind and let off steam after a hectic week at the office. I usually spend quality time teaching English to my daughter or playing tennis with my colleagues at a sports club near my house.
Question 1. What's your favorite day of the week? I would say that Friday is my favorite day. I like it because I don't have to worry about school lessons for the next 2 days. After school, I often hang out with my friends from Gwen school to eat some sweet snacks or ice cream, which makes me feel very energetic and happy. Question 2. Do you like weekends? Yes, I really like weekends because I can do many things I love. I often go for a walk in the park or go swimming to stay healthy. I usually do these activities with my best friends or my parents. We often visit the rural market to enjoy some mouth-watering folk dishes together.
Question 1. What do you usually do when you have days off? When I have days off, I usually make it a point to unwind and stay away from computer screens. I often go for a walk in the local park or visit a quiet cafe to enjoy a beverage while reading a book. Typically, I spend this quality time with my family to strengthen our bond and let off steam together. Question 2. Do you prefer to spend days off with your parents or with your friends? Actually, I prefer to spend my days off with my friends and colleagues. This is because we share similar interests in technology and sports, which makes it easier to concentrate on our hobbies. We often play tennis or gather for a savory meal to discuss our lives and kickstart new creative ideas for work.
Question 1. What do you usually do when you have days off? On my days off, I love to hang out with my friends from Unwind school. We usually go to the rural market to enjoy some mouth-watering street food or go to the library to find interesting books. It always makes me feel very energetic and happy after a busy study week. Question 2. Do you prefer to spend days off with your parents or with your friends? I definitely prefer spending my days off with my friends. The main reason is that we are the same age, so we can talk about our favorite music or binge-watch trending videos together. We often go swimming or surf the internet to discover new things, which is always a lot of fun.
Question 1. Do you like getting up early in the morning? Actually, I have become an early bird recently because I want to lead a healthy lifestyle. Getting up early makes me feel extremely energetic and peaceful before the busy working hours begin. I usually use this time to kickstart my day by reviewing my coding schedule and enjoying a cup of coffee to improve my concentration. Question 2. Is breakfast important? Yes, I believe that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It provides the necessary nutritious fuel to keep me productive throughout a hectic morning at the office. If I skip breakfast, I will definitely feel exhausted, and my appetite for work will decrease significantly.
Question 1. Do you like getting up early in the morning? Yes, I really enjoy waking up early. It makes me feel fresh and in a good mood to start a new day at Unwind school. After getting out of bed, I usually brush my teeth, go for a walk in the park, or do some light exercise to stay active and ready for my lessons. Question 2. Is breakfast important? Yes, definitely. My parents always say that having a wholesome breakfast is essential for my growth. It helps me stay alert and focused in class. If I skip breakfast, I will feel very tired and hungry, and it might even spoil my appetite for lunch later on.
Question 1. Are you more active in the morning or in the evening? I am definitely more active in the evening. Being a night owl, I find that my brain is more productive and creative after sunset when the surroundings are quiet. I usually spend this time to concentrate on building software architecture or exploring new programming frameworks, as it's the best time for me to accomplish difficult tasks. Question 2. Do you do the same thing every evening? Actually, not really. My evening routine depends on my workload and my need to unwind. On busy days, I might stay up late to meet my deadlines, but on other nights, I prefer to let off steam by playing tennis or having a beverage with my colleagues. This variety helps me maintain a balance and avoid leading a hectic life.
Question 1. Are you more active in the morning or in the evening? I think I am more active in the evening. I love this time of day because I can unwind after a long day at Unwind school. I usually use my evening to surf the internet for interesting facts or hang out with my friends online. It always puts me in a good mood and makes me feel very energetic. Question 2. Do you do the same thing every evening? No, not really. My activities usually change because I like being spontaneous. Sometimes, I help my parents make dinner with fresh ingredients, while other evenings I might binge watch my favorite cartoons or read books in my room. Having different things to do every night makes my life more exciting.
Question 1. What part of the day do you like most? I would say the evening is the part of the day I like most. This is the perfect time for me to unwind and let off steam after a long day of coding. I usually spend my evenings having a savory dinner with my family, and then concentrating on some personal tech projects or reading to kickstart new ideas for the next day. Question 2. Do you think it is important to have a daily routine? Yes, I believe that having a daily routine is extremely important. It helps me stay productive and ensures that I can meet my deadlines without leading a hectic life. In my opinion, everyone needs a routine, especially professionals who need to balance a heavy workload with a healthy lifestyle.
Question 1. What part of the day do you like most? My favorite part of the day is the evening. I like it because I can relax after finishing all my homework from Unwind school. I often hang out with my friends online or binge watch some educational videos. It always puts me in a good mood and makes me feel very energetic for the next morning. Question 2. Do you think it is important to have a daily routine? Yes, I think it is very important for students to have a daily routine. It helps us avoid bad habits and make sure we have enough time to brush our teeth, eat nutritious meals, and exercise. I think children and teenagers really need a routine to grow up healthy and stay organized in their studies.
Question 1. Do you do some cooking or help your family cook at home now? Actually, no, I rarely do any cooking at home these days. The main reason is that I lead a very hectic life with a demanding schedule at the office, so I often have to stay late to meet my deadlines. Usually, my wife is the one who handles all the daily chores and prepares nutritious meals for the whole family. Question 2. Do you want to learn how to cook well? Yes, I definitely want to improve my cooking skills in the future. I believe that being able to cook well allows me to control the ingredients and ensure every meal is healthy for my daughter. While eating out is convenient, a major drawback is that many restaurant dishes are full of junk food elements or unhealthy fats, which can spoil our appetite for a truly balanced diet.
Question 1. Do you do some cooking or help your family cook at home now? No, I don't really cook or help much with the meals right now. This is because I have to concentrate on my studies at Unwind school and I often have a lot of homework to accomplish. My mother is the person who does most of the cooking because she knows many secret recipes that I really adore. Question 2. Do you want to learn how to cook well? Yes, I'm very interested in learning how to cook well. I think the biggest benefit of cooking at home is that I can make mouth-watering and sweet treats for my friends when they hang out at my house. In my opinion, the drawback of eating out is that it's often expensive and not as clean or nutritious as the food we make ourselves.
Question 1. Do you think people use chocolate differently now than in the past? To be honest, I'm not sure as I haven't done any research on this matter. Having said that, I guess chocolate was mainly seen as a snack in the past, whereas it can also be used as a health supplement today. You see, it has been scientifically proven that chocolate contains several ingredients that can benefit your cardiovascular health. Question 2. What do you usually do in the morning? After waking up, I usually get out of bed, of course, and I go into the kitchen and prepare my breakfast. If it's still early, I might cook an omelet, which is my favorite, but it is a bit time-consuming. And then I'll surf the internet to catch up with the recent news while having my breakfast. I do all this before I have a soothing bath, clean myself, and get ready for the day.
Question 1. Do you prefer to spend your evenings with family or friends? Well, neither, to be honest. In the evenings when I come home after work, I usually feel too exhausted to socialize, so I prefer to spend some time alone. During this time, I would binge watch some of my favorite shows or just simply have a soothing bath to let off steam. Question 2. What do you usually do on weekends? Honestly, I lead a quite hectic life, so on weekends, I like to unwind and recharge. I spend time hanging out with my friends and family, engaging in my hobbies, surfing the internet to catch up on recent news or watching movies, and sometimes exploring new places or trying out different activities. Question 3. How often do you eat snacks? In Vietnam, snacks are a common part of our culture. I often eat snacks during the day when I feel hungry. I would say that I have a snack at least once a day, and sometimes I get the munchies and eat snacks throughout the day. Some of my favorite snacks are sweet chocolate and savory fried donuts.
1. Do you like chocolate? Yes, I absolutely adore chocolate because I have a sweet tooth. I love its mouth-watering taste, and eating a small piece always puts me in a good mood after a long day of studying at Unwind school. 2. Please describe your daily routine. Every morning, I start my day by brushing my teeth and having a wholesome breakfast to stay energetic. During the day, I concentrate on my lessons at school, and in the evening, I usually go for a walk or hang out with my friends to unwind before going to bed. 3. Did you do some house cleaning when you were young? Yes, I did. When I was younger, I often helped my parents with daily chores like sweeping the floor or cleaning my room. Even though I was small, I always tried to accomplish my tasks to help my mom because she leads a very hectic life.